Hey guys, this is Andrew Richardson and Andrew Coyne from MMA Mania, coming to you from the Brajau Jiu-Jitsu Academy to break down some more fights. I'm going to analyze Dominick Reyes, the newest light heavyweight contender to John Jones's throne. Reyes is a guy who is really athletic and really great build for the division, and he's taking advantage of that, that strong starting background with fundamental skills. Namely, he's a southpaw, and his cross and kick are both deadly. So we're going to talk about that combination of threats, something we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about how Reyes can apply them against Jones in using it to close distance. Even though they're similarly built, Jones is so extraordinarily good at really utilizing every inch of that reach with his long side kicks and oblique kicks and such, that Reyes is probably going to have to close in a little bit if he wants to land meaningful punches at least. He can trade kicks. Most people can't trade kicks with Jones and wins. At some point, Reyes has to land that left hand. So, if we're talking open engagement, which means southpaw versus orthodox stance, at any point I can throw my left hand and it should have a pretty good chance of landing just if I get that outside angle, straight path to the jaw. It's relatively simple. If my opponent's hand starts coming into parry, then I can throw the high kick because the side of his head is open. So again, if he parries and I throw a high kick, good chance that lands. If he starts blocking that high kick, that cross has an opening. So that's the basic southpaw double threat in a nutshell. But what Reyes does well, something he's done in all of his UFC fights, is feint one threat and land the other. And that can be really tricky. After I've landed that left kick to the leg, body, or even up high, it's a very powerful weapon. And Reyes is sleeping people with his left hand, so you really have to respect those threats. So once I'm here, if I'm trying to close distance or I'm just trying to offset his defense a little bit, if I show my hip, get Bulldog moving back, maybe get him a little tense, and then move forward. Show my hip and then left hand. And it works just as well on the opposite. If I show my hand and fire a kick, I got a better chance of opening up the target and landing well. So if I'm here, I go here, and then kick. It's just that little moment's pause that I'm working to get. That little defensive mistake is an opportunity for Reyes. And again, if he can chain this together and establish one of those weapons, he has a good chance of the other landing. And that's really how he wins this fight if Reyes does score the upset.